dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning. I'll do what I love till my heart stops beating. I'm feeding this demon. Got a taste, can't erase bitterness in my face. Work a job every day till your dreams fade away. Like a card, never change, play the game that we say. I need a break. I'm staying strong, need to move on to be what I...
Hey guys, welcome back again to Dave's Dimension. Welcome back again for another live stream. Welcome back to Thursday Night Live here at the Dimension. Hope everyone's doing well. Looks like we already got Rolando Flores in the house. I also see, according to YouTube, we have Nathan Bowden Show. Hope everyone's doing well. Got a lot of craziness going on. There's been some craziness going on in the toy community, and also I've been noticing some of our YouTube community has been kind of going at it again, and this is no hate zone. If you got some beef, it's not going to be permitted on this stream, on this channel, guys. We're all friends, we're all brothers and sisters here, so let's keep it clean, let's have some fun, and let's enjoy this stream. So let's get right on into it. We got Rolando Flores saying hello. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying good. I myself, I'm back in the office. I'm not exactly loving it, but hey, it is what it is. I'm still getting a paycheck. So, actually, yours truly is getting ready to head to New York City first thing tomorrow morning. The Buffalo Ghostbusters did a GoFundMe campaign for the Hook and Ladder number 8. That is the fire department base in New York City. We did a big fundraiser. We actually blew our goal out of the water, so that's going to be an amazing event. If you're in New York City, come on down to Hook and Ladder number 8, down in Tribeca. I believe we're going to start things around 12 noon at the firehouse. It's going to be an awesome time. It's going to be a celebration of Ghostbusters. It's going to be a celebration of the FDNY. Just giving as much respect and love as we can to Hook and Ladder number 8, the men and women of that firehouse. They deserve it. So we're going to have a big old Ghostbusters Day event down there. We're going to have an actual Ecto-1 1959 Miller Meteor, courtesy of the New Jersey Ghostbusters. They're coming down. It's going to be just an open, fun time. We're going to have autographs from several actors from Ghostbusters 1. We're going to have some live music. We're going to have some twists and turns, some surprises. It's going to be an awesome time, guys. Looks like YouTube is being a little funny right now. Anyone who's watching the YouTube stream, it looks like it's not broadcasting right now. I'm trying to see what is going on with that, guys. Sorry. Bear with me. I will be right back, guys. Hold on. I will be right back, guys. I have to mute everyone. Okay, right now YouTube is not showing on my live monitor right now. It's not showing me anything here. Let me try and do something a little different. I'm going to back up. Go to my channel. Here we go. Okay, there it goes. For some reason, it wasn't showing me anything, guys. So there we go. So let's get right into it, guys. We need to talk Hasbro. Hasbro had a little sale going on today, if they can call it a sale. I'm a bit salty at Hasbro. Well, I'm always salty about Hasbro lately. So let's just pull up Hasbro's website. They did a supposed sale today at Hasbro Pulse. Power Days sales event. Well, for those of us who work all day long, we maybe didn't get a chance to go in on anything. So let's pull up their little sale if we can pull that up. Let me see here. I guess this is a shattered glass version of Blaster. Or are they going to charge us $60 for that? Trying to find the sale, the promotion sale that they had going on. There we go. Let's click on that. A lot of this stuff is already sold out. And apparently you have to spend at least $75 before you can get the 40% off the 75, but you're still paying for shipping. Personally, I'm not overly a fan of that myself. And scrolling through some of this, there's not a whole lot that gets me excited. Soundwave, yeah, Soundwave. I would love to get him, but the problem is he looks a bit too cheap in plastic. If it was more of a G1 reissue. I mean, take a look at you can see the paint is faded at the ends here, the sides. Yes, it is only a $12 item, but still, I mean, Hasbro, you could do better than that now. Hey, we got Cat in the house. Everybody say hello to Cat. Vader's girl, how you doing today? Are you having a good day? You better be having a good day. I will not take no for an answer. You better be having a good day today. It's Thursday. We're almost at the weekend. It's time to relax. Have a drink or two if that's your thing. We got Mr. Rolando Flores. We got 3 people watching right now. So we got Kat and Rolando. Rolando, have you had any good pickups this week? And Kat, do you have any pickups either? I'd like to hear you. Let me know what you guys are picking up. I have not picked up anything because, well, quite frankly, multiple reasons, guys. The stream for the cure, which was an amazing success. Right now, we're still getting money in, believe it or not. $13.65. That's $1,365 we've raised so far for the Ride for Roswell this year. So I can't thank you guys enough for all that. But yeah, let's go back to Hasbro here. Left Coast. I have the G1 reissue if you need it. I would love to have the G1 reissue, but and Mr. Left Coast Graphics, by the way, good friend of the channel, awesome guy. Speaking of which, there's his website right there. This guy does amazing vintage Star Wars pins. By the way, speaking of vintage collection, and Left Coast, you're probably going to smile at this. I've been on a few websites looking around. I said I was going to hit pause on all Black Series figures. But for some reason, I was eyeing some vintage collection figures. I know. Trading one rabbit hole to another, but maybe a bit more affordable one. So I'm thinking about doing that. I'm actually in the process of taking photographs of all the Black Series figures I still have in box, unopened, and I'm thinking of selling them. Just so I can open up some finances. One, open up a bunch of space, and open up some finances because there is maybe another hot toy or two that I'm looking to add to the collection. Yours truly has already ordered a hot toy to go with the Spider-Man 2099 I got courtesy of John Joker's Trivia Challenge. Excuse me. Vader saying, hey, Rolando. Rolando saying, hey, Left Coast. I have all the tape dudes as well from Walmart. Nice. Rolando saying, hey, Left Coast. Everyone's saying hello to each other. Left Coast Rick is saying, hello, Rolando and Kat. He looked amazing. Spider-Man 2099. Yeah, he is an amazing figure. Hold on one second. Let's go here. He is an amazing, amazing figure. I tried to figure out a pose. I'm going to do some other poses, but the stitching on him, everything is just fantastic. If you're a Spider-Man fan, I mean, you've seen my video on him. It's an amazing, amazing figure. I'm hooked on it. I mean, considering some of the quality of Hasbro and their legends, if you want to call them that, and the price point, I mean, for a wave and a half of Marvel Legends, you can get yourself a hot toy. That's my argument. Plain and simple. Rolando says 3 3/4 scale Thing, Thor, and fucking nice. From Amazon. Very cool. Cat saying, hey, Rick. Rick is saying, I have those in my cart, Rolando. Hey, great minds think alike. What can we say? Also, Rolando saying, I'm going to wait for a 3 1/4 retro Black Widow, either in the wild or order from Amazon. I mean, they have a lot of stuff here. I mean, honestly, I was looking at some of the This is Black series, but they were showing some vintage collection figures on Hasbro Pulse. Excuse me. That got my attention. The Stormtrooper ones with some energy effects. Let me see if I can pull up that page. I want to say that was page 4 or 5. I mean, considering how a lot of their stuff tends to be overpriced, and I'm an out-of-box collector myself, guys. So, I mean, that's going to be a big thing. I mean, this, I don't think is bad. I mean, $23 for both Jean and Wolverine. I think that's a win all day long. I'm ticked off that this is sold out. The Captain America. I'm just gonna have to spend the money. I'm gonna have to buy him at retail on Big Bad Toy Store. I think that's where I'm gonna have to go, because I have not seen him in store, not at GameStop, not at Walmart, not anywhere. I got to get Captain America because I got kind of a small Captain America shelf behind me here. So you got to get this vintage Cap because I really think he is. I think that is your perfect Cap. I mean, especially comic book Cap. You get the little effects here, or you can do the energy effects. I mean, you get Steve without the hood on, and with the hood on. Got a nice little art diorama, but if you guys can do a little bit better, we have this energy effect. I'm pretty sure this is interchangeable with these effects right here. There's like 3 peg holes. You get some hands here. I mean, we've gotten a lot less for $32 before, so I think we got to get you got to get Cap. If you're a Marvel fan, I think you kind of have to. And we have the Squatch himself, Blue Sasquatch in the house. How you doing today, Blue? And this is live, by the way. I mean, I don't have a Wolverine. I wouldn't mind this Wolverine, but I'm not sure how I feel about the cell shading on here. I think on some action figures and some, it could look pretty good. I get what they're trying to do here. I don't really think it's convincingly done because there is no shading on the arms, just on his uniform. So it is what it is. But yeah, it's funny that they only have selected items that are part of the sale. It's not everything. Hasbro, if you're going to do a sale, put it on all your products. It's just, I don't know. It's annoying. Oh, it'd help if I put this back up so you guys can see what I'm talking about, right? I mean, a lot of this stuff is kind of repeats. I'm sorry, $140 for a Zed head? No, that's not happening. Lefko says retro and TVCs are $18.99 in Canada. TVC is even cheaper in Walmart at $17.99. Wow. Okay. Let's catch up. Blues said, I like your figure setups and how none are in the box. Yeah, I'm an out-of-box person. There's very few items that are still in the box. I mean, right now I'm keeping Roddy in the box. His John Otta character from They Live. He's staying in the box. I have some Ghostbuster figures still in the box, but I do actually have some things I need to unbox, guys. I do have this Boba Fett that I got as Target exclusive. I like the all red Fett. I thought it was pretty cool looking. It kind of reminded me something from my childhood, so I had to grab it. We got Greedo and a Speedo. I spent a shit ton on Hasbro today. Yeah, I was at work today, so I didn't even know about this sale until I got out of work at around 5 o'clock today. So I missed out. I accept that. I own it. Um, I do still have some retro Spidey figures I need to open up. I also have some retro Fantastic Fours to open up still. I may save those for some videos. I'm low on videos right now. Spent over $100 on retros this week. Yeah, but if you would have spent over $100 on, let's say, Marvel Legends, that would have been like 4. So I'm sure with the retros, you got a lot more than 4 figures. What else is going on? Left Coast is saying Sam Squatch. Rolando saying hello to Collecting Star Wars. Collecting Star Wars, how are you doing today? Did you get any cool pickups today? And by the way, this stream we will be talking about Obi-Wan Kenobi. Who wants to talk about Kenobi? I'm sorry, Rick. I couldn't stay up late to watch Kenobi because I had to get up at 6 o'clock to get ready for work. So I would have loved to have done it, but I got to work a little early that day, and I actually watched Kenobi that very morning. So, by the way, anyone who wants to jump in, I have the link to jump in right pinned at the top. So go to the top of the chat if you want to jump in. You want to talk some figs. You want to talk current events. You want to talk Kenobi. We're ripping the Band-Aid off. We're going to talk about it. Kenobi keeps getting better and better in my mind. I don't know about you guys, but Kenobi, I mean, this last episode was just straight fire. I mean, I'll be perfectly honest. After watching, we've seen things on live action now that we have never seen before, and I'm loving it. Speaking of things that are loving it, we got Apprentice Ewok. Hey, Brandon, how you doing today? Brandon, I ordered a hot toy. Yeah, I paid for my first hot toy, so that should be coming very soon. And take a guess of which one it is. Cat wants to jump in on the stream. Come on, Cat. You want to jump in? You can jump in. You want to talk a little bit of Kenobi? It's open for anyone and everyone collecting Star Wars. If you want to jump in, Brandon, if you want to hop on. Brandon knows. Yeah, the Endgame cap, the one that we gave away for Stream for the Cure. It was after talking it up so much, and I talked myself into it. So I kind of put some money aside. From before the stream, I was looking at maybe getting maybe a couple statues, trying to step away from Marvel Legends, and I had some money set aside, and then I worked a little bit of overtime, so I got some extra monies coming in. So with that being said, I have Cap and Game coming soon, and I can't wait to open them up. After unboxing Spidey 2099, yeah, it's a done deal. I mean, it is a done deal. I mean, considering, like, as of lately, the past 1 or 2 waves of Marvel Legends that I bought, 1 or 2 figures were really cool, but for the most part, I'm kind of bummed out by them, including the Build-A-Figure. So I'm kind of the mindset that, I mean, I'd rather have something that looks amazing anytime I look at it than just look at it once or twice. Oh, I think this is pretty cool. Then when I get it up close, I'm like, ah. So that's where I am. That is exactly where I am. Let's catch up. I tend to buy a lot of stuff on Amazon US because it's cheaper. Yeah, it's cheaper to keep her, man. Just making dinner. Making anything good, Rick? Collecting Star Wars says, what's up, Rick? Greedo saying, CSW. I think I'm missing what that is. My brain's not working right now. I can't. Gotta go in a few. Sure, Cat. Sure. But Cat, you always gotta open invites on any of the streams. Everyone does. Collecting Star Wars says, yo, Greedo. There's no link in the chat. I had one on the YouTube chat. I will repin it. There you go. I'm going to throw that right on in. And we're going to pin that to the top. The message is pinned. So if anyone wants to hop in, anyone, any monkey lizards, any Greedos out there, it is open. I am CS. Oh, I got it. CSW collecting Star Wars. Told you my brain's not working today. I'm just still excited for my trip to New York tomorrow. Should be a bit of fun. By the way, speaking of fun, Brandon, you're a big comic book fan. What do you think of this Cyborg Superman? The Return of Superman, Cyborg Superman. I'm looking at him. I was looking at Sideshow today. He really looks. I think he looks really good. I mean, I love the soft goods of the cape here. We got the Superman S right there. I think he looks a bit insane. It's kind of cool how they're throwing a little bit of blue shading, like in the eyebrows and the hair, kind of like what they do in the comics. First time seeing him. Okay. Let's see who else we have going on. Dangerous Jobbers. What's going on? We're just doing a little bit of a live stream, a little hangout. We're going to talk a little bit of Kenobi. We're going to talk some Hot Toys. We're going to talk about anything and everything that's going on. I mean, he really looks good. And they refer to him as a statue, but he's fully posable, man. I'm guessing this is a wire in the cape. That's the only thing that really makes sense to me. But take a look at that. The lines look very nice and clean here. Everything looks kind of defined. Let's see if we can get a close up here. I mean, that looks... And I love how like his arm kind of does like this morphing thing where it turns into a blaster and then we get the energy effects right there. I mean, how badass does that look? And he's only 105 and it's made by Mafex. I mean, he's 6'1", just about. Oh, looks like we got somebody. We got somebody in the chat. Rito in a thong.
So hot. What's up, Dave?
Not much, Greedo. How you feeling?
I'm doing all right, hanging in there. I had
Well,
a few
yeah,
minutes.
you're in a thong, so of course you're hanging in there.
I'm wearing it backwards, so that makes it even better. So swollen.
Where's Taz when we need him?
Yeah. I told him.
Collecting Star Wars says super cool. Fabulous says Hot Toys.
Oh yes, here's another one addicted to him now.
Yeah, but he for Fabulous, I think it's like sprinkling crack on top of crap. It's I know he loves those the Thor Hot Toys, and it was killing me when I was watching Salacious One Rum stream. What was it, 2 weeks ago? I think it was when he had John Joker on, and John pulled out the first Thor Hot Toy, which was looking pretty damn awesome. And I'm sure Fabulous was having a heart attack or blood flow to some part of his body right there. But
Probably, as always.
Fab says swollen. I'm out. John Joker, Rolando saying hello to Rolando. John Joker's in the house, everybody. Tip your hats to John Joker, Double J.
Fabulous.
John Joker saying hey to Fabulous, Steve-O, Double J, everyone saying hey Double J. But yeah, I think 105 is actually pretty damn reasonable considering like prices with like SH Figure Arts and a few others. And this, I mean, this hits me. This is Cyborg Superman.
Oh, okay.
Back in I want to say early 90s when there was a whole Superman versus Doomsday and Superman died. Short while after Superman died, different mysterious people claiming to be Superman, including him. He was Hank Henshaw, an astronaut whose wife died, and he blames Superman, and he comes back as a cybernetic being who is out to besmirch Superman's good name. So he's actually a bad guy, but at first he pretends to be a good guy. They had a clone of Superman, which was Superboy with the black biker coats with the tights, trying to be all super cool. You had the Eradicator, which was a Kryptonian figure, and we had, of course, Steel, and now that's where Steel came from. So it was the 4 originals, or the 4 Supermen pretending to be Superman, but then the 5th one was the actual Superman with no powers. But this takes me back to, this takes me back to the actual comic books right here. I think I definitely got to grab him. I mean, for 105, I think that's pretty reasonable. Yeah, John says 1994, Reign of the Supermen. Yep, Cyborg Superman came out. I mean, I just saw this today by accident. So I'm like, I think I got to grab him.
I think
he looks pretty damn awesome.
They just need to make DC Universe Classics figures again, Mattel.
Yeah.
Those were the greatest figures for what? $12, $10? They're like Marvel Legends.
Well, even if they crank the prices up to, let's say 16 or 17 respectfully, I think they could still do that. Let's see. Let's catch up in the chat here. Left. What line is that? This is Mafex. I know I'm falling behind. This is actually Mafex. Cyborg Superman, Return Superman, collectible figure by Medicom Toy under the Mafex brand. See here. Prentice says, Dave, I watched Superman 1 through 3 over the past couple weeks. Yeah, the original Christopher Reeve ones. I mean, Superman 4, it's not the greatest, I'll be honest. But, I mean, if you're watching the originals, you kind of have to watch that one too. But yeah, 1 through 3 are probably the better ones. I mean, 1 and 2 is, you can just watch those together, really. Superman 1 and 2, I mean, those, it's just a mini series right there. And let's face it, I mean, Christopher Reeve was Superman. Collecting Star Wars says Mafex makes a great figure, but they tend to be a bit fragile. Fragile, really? I'll have to keep that in mind. I've never bought anything Mafex yet, so I know a lot of people spoke highly of the Batman that they recently had. Just catching up. Blue Sasquatch, Fab. Everyone say hi to each other. Collecting Star Wars says Mafex Wolverine is his favorite figure of all time, but his arms fall off when you pose him. Well, see, that's kind of the thing I had with SH Figure Arts. I got the Captain America Endgame one, and his arms are very loose and just kind of flimsy. I mean, you gotta almost have to be super delicate. Superman 4 gave us a young Supergirl series Lex Luthor. Yes, that is true. Those that don't know, God, I'm blanking on his name. The guy who played Alan in Two and a Half Men. I'm blanking on his name right now. But he would play Lex Luthor's nephew in that movie, Lenny. And then, of course, he then later, past couple years ago, he actually played Lex Luthor on the CW Supergirl show. And it was actually a pretty damn good Luthor that he played. I mean, come on, he did a star opposite of Gene Hackman, so he probably learned a thing or two. Greedo says lost connection. Okay. Well, you can hop back on if you get your connection back up. Dangerous Jobbers, how's it going, y'all? Everything's going good. John Cryer, yes, thank you. Thank you, Collecting. John Cryer, I mean, yeah, he's Ducky from Pretty in Pink and so many other classic movies and shows. He was in Hot Shots. That's a great movie. I'm sorry, I'm rusty on my Spanish, so I can't quite translate that. So let's see what. Ooh, really, they got a lot going on here. Another Mafex Superman. This one's not bad, but I like the comic book accurate Superman right there. Go back. We got the Dark Knight. Let's click on that. This looks pretty. I mean, and that looks. I mean, this looks like old Bruce Wayne from Batman Beyond. The way the sculpt looks old. Kevin Conroy. We got Sleeping Collectibles. Everyone say hello to Sleeping Collectibles, who's dangerously close to 5,000, guys. If anyone out here is not subscribed to Sleeping Collectibles, please do me a tremendous favor. Hit up his channel. There's his info right here, guys. You can find him on Linktree or just go to YouTube and type in Sleeping Collectibles. Share it to your mother, your grandmother, your great aunt, your baby mama, your parole officer, whoever you have in your life. Share the links out. This guy is a YouTuber, toy hunter, TikToker, Comic-Con interviewer. There's nothing this guy doesn't do. He changes diapers. He's a father. He does everything. He's also a hairstylist and a connoisseur of fine tattoos. Please check out Sleeping Collectibles and his collecting empire. And speaking of goals, we got Colbane Games. Please, guys, check him out. This guy does tasty tests, unbox reviews. He just did an unbox today that he released of Boba Fett and Fennec Shan. Pretty awesome review. He's on the road right now. He is, I want to say 13 away from 900, but he's trying to reach 1,000 towards the end of July. So, guys, please, if you're not following Colbane Games, he does live games, live stream of Elden Rings, Destiny 2. He does tasty tests. He also does live Gundam builds every Sunday night. Please check him out, guys. Let's catch up on the chat here. I'm falling behind here. Sleeping is awake. That's what collecting says. Let's catch up. Everyone's saying, hey, Sleeping Collectibles, 85 away. 85 from 5,000, guys. 85. Come on. Everyone who's in here has at least 80. Altogether, we have at least 85 friends and family who are looking for an awesome YouTube channel to check out on a regular basis. Not just YouTube, but he's TikToking. He's all over the place, guys. Please check him out. He even has his own Facebook group. If you love collectibles, you love this YouTube community, check out his Facebook group. You can search it by, I believe it's Sleeping Collectibles and his friends on Facebook, or just search Sleeping Collectibles on Facebook, and I'm sure the group will come right up. Sleeping saying you're way too kind. You mean no, I'm not the best mod ever. That's Nim. That's Jen. That's Nemuriel. You have info at your fingertips. Well, I do my homework sometimes. John Joker saying, speaking back to Sasquatch in Spanish. Like I said, I'm a bit rusty. I know my numbers. And I can say a couple different things. But yeah, by the way, Sleeping, in case you didn't know, yeah, I ordered my hot toy. The rabbit hole has opened up. I'm also looking at. I want to get. I was trying to look at Sideshow to see if there is a Vader hot toy, because after watching Kenobi, and speaking of Vader, we got Tasman Taylor, because he's so swollen. I can't do it justice. By the way, anyone who wants to hop in, this link is right at the top of the chat, guys. Click the link and hop right on in. Have a great time here. We're going to talk about everything. Sleeping says engorged. Do we want to know what you're engorged? No more chocolate milk for me, thanks. Left Coast is saying, "Hey Tasman." Yeah, I had to order that cap end game that we gave away for the stream. I talked it up so much that I kept thinking about it, and I had to get it. Yeah, I mean, it looks like the definitive MCU Captain America. I mean, if they had a cap from like the first movie, I think that's the only one that might closely rival it. But the fact that we get the broken shield, we get the shield all in one piece, you get Thor's hammer, all the different face sculpts, and I did a bunch of research. I watched a bunch of different YouTuber reviews. Apparently, there's been different versions before this current version. That there were some effects that weren't done, like the face plates weren't exactly the best sculpt, or there was issues with the star on his chest that it wasn't perfectly sized to scale. So I did some research, and everyone says it's definitely the definitive Captain America. So I had to hop on it. He ordered the artillery trooper from Mando show. Comes tomorrow. Nice. Very nice. I mean, definitely, Kenobi has me looking at a lot of the Star Wars figures right now. They have a sale for 30% off, but not everything is 30% off. A lot of stuff is 10%, but if you guys are looking for it, it's definitely worth a look. Let's go and shop Star Wars. Why not? Why not? Where am I? I'm blind as a bat. I want to find a Vader hot toy. After watching Kenobi, I mean, by the way, anyone out there, I'm going to be talking Kenobi, so if you haven't checked Kenobi, do yourselves a favor. Maybe you want to pause this, watch Kenobi, and then come back to the stream or the video. That'd be great. John Joker says, doing all right, Ricardo. All is good, thanks. Hope that gets better for you, my friend. Yeah, Ricardo, again, congrats. I think you said last night on a Papa Gord stream that, they gave you a little extension at the store. And I think you said something about a possible new job or something. So please, congrats. But if you ever need to talk to anyone, we're all here for you, man. Anytime, any place. Left Coast says, wait until you see the new Purge Troopers. Some wicked helmets. Let's see. Well, since you said Purge Troopers, let's do a little search right here. Has everybody in the chat seen Kenobi? Vader is a monster again. Indeed, Taylor. Taz, Vader was just, man, he was. Let's just get right into it, guys. Let's get right into it. Kenobi brought us so many different things. I know John and I were in a few different chats where we kind of brought up a lot of the same things, at least in live action. This was the first time we saw Vader on a planet, on ground, in a live action. Because we always see him in a starbase or a starship. Now, I know in the comics and the cartoons, you've seen him on ground, but this is the first time live action, mass media, that we actually seen him on the ground, and he was just knocking people left and right. I mean, it almost had vibes of, faint vibes of when he took out the Sand People. I mean, seeing Vader on the ground, just going left and right, and let's be honest, he made short work of Obi-Wan. Kenobi was his bitch. I mean, dragging him across fire. I mean, there's so many different images. Just watching that scene alone, I want a Vader series. Will I get it? I doubt it. But I would love to see a Vader series. Maybe they could do it where Vader is conflicted at times. When he's first starting out after he gets his new body and the Emperor has him go out and, do some tests. I would love to see a Vader series where maybe there's times when he has some doubt about himself. It would just be amazing. Let's catch up. I posted on my Twitter. It was in the opening Star Wars animated series and intro. I totally missed it. Missed it in the first time. Awesome. Would snow count, Dave? Okay, yeah, okay, that's true. That's true. But technically, we don't see Vader walking in the snow. You're talking about Empire Strikes Back. We see him on Hoth, but that's still technically a base. But no, we did see him on a planet. So yeah. So I am corrected. Of course, John Joker The Trivia Master, the Quiz Master Supreme. I've said for years, if they did a standalone Vader movie, it would be the highest grossing movie of all time. Yes, for many reasons. Because one, Vader's just badass. Two, sometimes we love a villain. I mean, sometimes we root for the bad guy. Let's face it, we watch, back in the day, we would go to Nightmare on Elm Street or Friday the 13th movies. We don't go for the good people in it. We go for the killings. We go for the pure blood and guts, just rage and murder from those movies. I mean, we would go to Friday the 13th because we want to see Freddy taking out these teenagers. We want the teenagers to try and give him a fight, not make it too easy for him. And we would go for the laughs. I mean, his deadpan, Tales from the Crypt type humor. Like he cuts somebody's head off and that's a way to get ahead. Those kinds of just bad jokes, and it was just pure fun. That's what we love. John Joker says, "No, Dave, but you're right. On Solo, this is the first time." Okay, yeah. Wait, technicality, we're both right. How's that? Tasman, how many people watched Rogue One for the Vader scene? I mean, yeah. Let's face it. When you give Vader, Commander Krennic, are you choking on your aspirations? I mean, that was awesome. That was probably one of the highlights. I mean, the Leia, reconstructing Leia as they did was pretty awesome. But I mean, we all want Vader. We know what Rogue One is dealing with, the plans to the Death Star. So we know that there has to be something to do with Vader, and we get that. Would I have loved something a little bit more expanded? Sure. But Rogue One, all on itself, is a pretty damn good movie. It's better than Solo. Solo's a fun movie. I'll watch it every now and again. But Rogue One, the score to it was good. The instrumental score I enjoyed a lot. I'm a big soundtrack person from back in the day, so the instrumental score was amazing. Just how everything was kind of blending together. I mean, it was a ragtag group. I'm curious to see how the Andor series is going to play. Do I think it's going to come anywhere near Kenobi? Oh, hell no. Oh, no. It's going to itch. It's going to scratch that Star Wars itch, though. It's going to scratch that Star Wars itch, definitely. Because we want more Star Wars, whether it's Jedis and Sith, or it's just something taking place in the Star Wars realm. I mean, that's really what we want to see more of. And I think they had a lot of pretty awesome things in the Kenobi episode. We had stormtroopers talking with each other, shooting the shit, as it were. We never really had that. We just had stormtroopers, on the Death Star, or patrolling. We're looking for droids. Oh, you rebel scum. Those are the atypical lines we get. But these guys were actually talking back and forth. Their armor was all dirty and dusty. I mean, it was. And come on, when that one stormtrooper fell in that that gate, that energy gate, that field, just sliced them in half. That was awesome. I don't care who you are. That was awesome. That was freaking awesome. Lefko says, I watched Rogue One because it was Star Wars. Exactly. Sleeping says Rogue One was brilliant. I mean, I like the entire movie. I'm blanking on the name of the droid right now. KS01? I'm blanking on the actual name, but I mean, he was voiced by Alan Tudyk. Very funny person, and he killed it. He killed it. I mean, just you had comedy, you had a little bit of comedy, you had the proper level of levity, and it was just awesome. I mean, Jane Erso, this rogue kind of, person trying to stay K2SO. Yeah, exactly, Brandon. I mean, everyone, everyone had their past, their dark past. I am one with the Force is one with me. I mean, that just stuck with you. I mean, that was some Yoda level line that just stuck in your head right there. I mean, the whole movie is just awesome, and I can watch it over and over again. And I do own the soundtrack, and I will listen to the soundtrack every now and again. That's what I do if I'm working on a project and I can't focus. I'll play some scores. It could be Star Wars. It could even be some Star Trek. It could be, Indiana Jones. I'll just have some instrumental scores, and it helps me focus like you wouldn't believe. Female troopers too. Yes. Yeah. Speaking of inclusion, we get female troopers. There you go. Rogue One was great, but without Vader, it would not have been as good. Uh, I'm sure, without Vader, you had to sprinkle that Vader on it. It's Rogue One. It's about the Death Star plans. If they would have done that without Vader, I think a lot of people would have been pissed off at the movie. Would the movie have not been as good? No, I don't think it would have been as good, but it would have still been a good movie, I think. But if they wouldn't have had any kind of reference to Vader, a lot of people would have walked out totally pissed off. Totally. Definitely Blue. If you guys don't know who KRS-One is, then I don't know. We might not be able to be friends anymore. KRS-One was a rapper back in the 80s. Let's catch up here. True Left Coast, very true. My army of Beaker Lego figs has begun. Dude, I want to see pictures. I need pictures. Tower Toys and Gaming, how are you doing today? We're doing good. We're doing a little live stream. We're going to be talking some Kenobi. We're looking at Sideshow because, we all got to give some hot toy love going on right here. Sleeping, there you go. You get your Kenobi Mythos right here. They actually got them 10% off. So if anyone wants, because Sleeping, isn't this the Mythos you picked up at the con a few weeks back? It looks amazing. Speaking of Kenobi and Fire, too soon? Too soon? I do want this. I know Brandon has this one, the Obi-Wan. But you think we'll get a reissue of this, but maybe with Ewan's head? Just saying. And speaking of which, how long do you think before we get a Ewan McGregor Kenobi hot toy, maybe the Vader hot toy from Kenobi? And tell you guys, anyone who watched Kenobi, you cannot tell me that throne on Mustafar was not badass. Forget Boba's throne. We want that Vader throne right now. That Vader throne was killing it. Tower Toys saying, hey, Blue Sasquatch. Just having Grand Moff Tarkin made it awesome. Yeah, Grand Moff Tarkin was cool. It was great to see him. And of course, I was told that it was his son or grandson who actually stood in as a kind of like a body double. I'm not too sure how true that is. I read it somewhere. It was on the internet, so it must be true. Boogie Down Productions. Jungle, definitely. John Joker says, I'm good. How about you, Wayne? Soon, Dave. Soon, for sure. Kenobi, and we'll have a Vader with the throne for sure. I mean, tell me that throne was badass. I mean, that made you forget about Boba and his throne. Yeah, but maybe if you throw Fennec Shannon there, maybe we can talk. Lefko says we will see a Ewan hot toy in weeks. Weeks? You say weeks? Not months or a year, but weeks. The Vader Empire hot toy is greatest hot toy ever. Yeah, because Tasman, you have that, don't you? I'm just in it for the horror Vader. Yeah. I mean, I loved watching Vader toying with Obi-Wan. One, he ignites the ground with the saber, causing it to just set on fire, and then he's slowly dragging Obi-Wan across the fire, back and forth. I mean, that in itself is just bananas. It's like, hey, I'm the master now. You're gonna feel the flames. Like he seriously wants to slowly torture him. And I think that would be friggin' amazing. I would love to see more of this. Um, I know John Joker was on with Papa. A bunch of us were in the chat with Papa Cord last night, and I was thinking about a few things. There was a theory, John. I think you mentioned this about could could it be could Starkiller be Obi-Wan's brother? But then I was thinking, well, when Vader found him as a boy, I don't think the age would have lined up properly. But I could be wrong. I would still love to uh, see that kind of a storyline. I want to see like more background. We heard Obi-Wan talking to Leia, saying that he had a young brother before he was taken. So I would love to see more background on that, to see where, with him being gone and going to the Jedi, did his brother stay on the side of light, or is he bad? Could he be with the Crimson the Crimson Syndicate? Could he be maybe even working as a soldier in the Empire? Those are questions I would love to see happen. Tasman says, I do, and it makes me so swollen. I need Hot Toys to make me the new Vader and Throne. Definitely. You know me, I don't like to wait for things, whether it's a Hot Toy or anything like pre-orders. But I'll tell you what, if they do a Vader and his throne, I will start putting money down right now. I'm already talking about selling a bunch of my Black Series figures that are still sealed in box to fund a Hot Toy. I will throw all that, once I sell it, I will throw all that money in for a Vader and Throne. Even if it takes me half a year to pay for it. I don't care. That thing was just the epitome of badass. John Joker, if you think about it, Dave, they can change it for canon like they did with Han and Leia's kids. Yeah, definitely. From 3 to 1. Yeah, that always bugged me. That they kind of retconned Han and Leia's kids, and they just made it into one kid. But they did that because they probably figured, oh, mainstream didn't read the book, so they're not gonna nitpick about it. But I mean, let's be honest, everyone has their opinions about the sequel trilogy, and let's leave it at that. There were good points, there were good moments throughout the trilogy, and there were not so good moments. Some of those outweigh the others. I'm not going to say which is my opinion, but everyone has their own opinion. Rolando said Andor's is Ben's brother. They don't look alike unless it's separate fathers. I don't know. Could be. Maybe they had baby mama drama in a galaxy far, far away. So who knows? We got Oakhurst. We got Vern. Vern, the man, the myth, the legend, the hair behind Three Men and a Monkey Lizard. Behind, was it the points of articulation episode tonight? I hung out for as long as I could because I'm doing some packing because I got a trip to New York City tomorrow. I'm going to have a good old time down in NYC. And by the way, if anyone's watching this and you're going to be in New York City this weekend, come on down to Tribeca, down to Hook and Ladder number 8 at 12 noon. There's going to be a big Ghostbusters Day hangout and event down there. We're also doing a fundraiser for Hook and Ladder number 8. So it's going to be a great time. We got live music. We have some actors from Ghostbusters 1. They're going to be signing autographs. We have a whole bunch of craziness going on. It's going to be an awesome time. Saturday, that's not tomorrow the 3rd, but June 4th, Saturday at 12 noon. That's when all the chaos and insanity will begin. Come out, hang out with the Buffalo Ghostbusters. We're going to have the New Jersey Ghostbusters there. We're going to have Ghostbusters from all over coming down for a great time, for a great cause. So please, guys, come and check it out if you're going to be in NYC. Okay? Ricardo says, no, John Joker says, Ricardo commented on one of my videos, and I can give you my Instagram there. Definitely. John, guys, if anyone's not hooking up with John Joker here, I don't mean it in the Tasman Taylor sense. John Joker I say this, and John, I mean it, you're one of the best guys around. His channel is not about him. The channel is about the community. It's about friends and family. It's not subscribers. It's not followers. It's friends and family. This guy will give you the shirt off his back and the one he's going to buy tomorrow, okay? This guy helped us out with the Stream for the Cure. anytime there's any kind of event or someone needs some help or they just need someone to talk to, John Joker is there, guys. You cannot ask for a better friend. So please go and you can click on his name in YouTube or just search John Joker. You'll find his channel. Hit that button, that adoption button, that dinner bell for notification when he goes live and does streams. He's just, he's there for everyone. He did the Joker Trivia Challenge, which we were able to finalize, and somehow this dork right here won. And I'll be defending it, I believe, in this August against my friend, my brother from another mother, Rebels, Reptiles, and Games. Now I'm looking forward to stomping him out and taking on the next challenge. And he's also gearing up for the Star Wars Trivia Challenge, guys. He has an amazing Star Wars trivia belt that's going to go to one amazing champion. And I believe it's a Boba Fett hot toy, if I'm not mistaken. So you guys want to check him out for just awesomeness all around. Let's catch up here. Maybe left coast. John saying, thank you, brother. That means a lot. Appreciate you for it. I'm not just saying it. That's the truth. Anyone that knows John Joker knows that is the truth. It's damn true. JJ brings the brings the chaos. Yes, he does. He does. I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit, guys. JJ doesn't bring the chaos. He is the chaos. Milkshake. Helps the throat. Well, let's take a look at these. I know some people have been pre-ordering Ahsoka and then canceling the pre-orders. I don't know if there's been delays. I mean, this looks pretty awesome. But I'm not fully sold on getting a hot toy of her just yet. This Captain Rex doesn't look too bad, especially if you can get it for 15% off right there. We got the Shore Trooper, Stormtrooper Commander. This Boba isn't too bad. I'm not fully amped up on him, though. We got Boba in his rags right. Let's catch up. Here we go. I did not want to do that. There we go. Take that off. There we go. I'm an ancient of chaos. You might be. Do you mean agent of chaos? Haha. Use your address to send you your giveaway to you. Definitely. Foul. Messiah, hit him up. Sleeping says, heading out to watch Stranger Things. Love you guys. Have a great night. You take care, Sleeping. And believe it or not, you guys are going to look at me sideways. I've never watched Stranger Things. Not once. I'm weird. I know. We got this Scouty boy for $220. We got some Kylo. I mean, this Mando looks pretty. I mean, he looks pretty awesome. But speaking of awesome, let's see here. Apparently, the new Lego of his new ship is out. The Lego right here. I think I might have to order this next week. It looks pretty fun. I wish they would do more of a silver finish on some of these parts. But I get that it's Lego. So you get Grogu. We get Mando with his dark saber. So obviously Grogu can sit right there. Mando right there. See, the only gripe I have about the ship, and I don't mean the Lego ship itself. The only gripe I have about the ship itself is, okay, he's a bounty hunter. Where is he going to carry his prey? Has anyone asked himself that? I mean, it would be cool if he could get another Razor Crest or some other ship, and maybe this can dock into the ship. So if he needs to make a run somewhere or do some fighting, he can jump in the ship and take off and do what he needs to get done. But if he's going to still be bounty hunting, he can't do that in this ship. I mean, what is he gonna like? Is they gonna have something where they can attach, the carbonite slab right here? I mean, his old ship, he could freeze them in carbonite and store them in a closet, pretty much. You don't have that here, so that kind of throws me off a little bit. I know Masai, but I haven't forgotten. Me neither. Ricardo says I need another beer. Why not? Dang, Ricardo, now I need a beer. See, everyone needs a beer right now. He can use. Fabulous says he can use a U-Haul. Where are you gonna find a U-Haul? I don't think they have those on Tatooine. Who knows? Maybe they do. I don't think he's worried about doing bounty hunting anymore because Baby Yoda. Yeah, and I mean everyone keeps saying that he's most likely going to be heading to, or so he can redeem himself in the waters. So I mean that's going to be interesting to see if that is what happens. Oh, we got a little droid, and I guess if you're good enough with painting or maybe printing your own decals, you can make this the droid from Fallen Order. I'm just saying. By the way, did they ever give us a Lego version of the ship from Fallen Order? I wouldn't mind one. But yeah, I kind of want that, but I also want this. I just saw this today advertised on Instagram. They have the Nano Gauntlets. I have the regular Infinity Gauntlet, but I think I have to have this even more. This is coming out August 1st. I think it looks really cool. I mean, yeah, I get that it's going to be pretty much the same thing. A few differences here and there, but I think the red and the silver just pops like crazy. Spaceports. I was looking at this one. This is not Hot Toy, but this is a 6 scale figure. $240 for this. And it does have light up. Now, Taz, this isn't what you have. You have an actual Hot Toy, don't you? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean, this does not look bad. Does it look perfect? No. But I think it still looks pretty good. Yeah, this is a Sideshow's own brand. The 6 figure. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. I mean, but like John says, you know, Ricardo says, JJ, when I am in Eagle Pass, we can have a few. There you go. Nothing like beers and bros. There you go. They'll be making so many Vaders soon. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, this looks really cool. I mean, if you're in a rush, I'm sure you could go for this. But considering my first taste of Hot Toy, now I have an Artifacts, a Qui-Gon. It's a very small statue, probably about yay high. I like it, and I have some other items here. But you know what? Thanks to John Joker, I got that taste of that Hot Toy, guys. That Hot Toy. You know what the taste of a Hot Toy does to you? It makes you say, Marvel Legends who? Right now, this is the pose that I have Spidey 2099 in. And I gotta say, this is probably, not counting my proton packs. And he is, I gotta say, comparing him to, I love Green Ranger. I love my 1/6 scale Green Ranger I have from 3.0, but Spidey 2099 is probably my favorite display figure. My favorite display piece. I mean, the flexibility, nothing feels loose. Everything feels tight. Is it 100% perfect? No, I would love if there's a little bit more neck articulation here. But the way that this feels, like the fabric, the suit, you can actually see wrinkles and twists. And when you put him in different poses, everything smooths right back. I mean, this is amazing. I mean, the stand in itself is pretty awesome. the how stiff and how perfectly this holds everything in is amazing. The accessories, you get a ton of different webbing accessories that you have in here, different hands. The damn detail right there at the palm of his hand, right there, you guys can see the claws on his fingertips. This is the kind of detail that collectors dream of. If you get the opportunity to get Spidey 2099, I highly recommend you do it. It is so choice. I love Ferris Bueller's Day Off. So sue me. Oh, speaking of suing people, not really. We got Colbane Games. We got KBG, Colbane Games. This guy, the man, the myth, the Gundam Grand Marshal himself. He's one of the best, the brightest. He's got the tools and he's got the talent. Whether it's Tasty Tests, his Gunpla Hanger on Sunday nights, Elden Rings on Mondays, Destiny 2 on Fridays, and his Tasty Tests during the week. He just dropped a new video today going over Fennec Shan and Boba Fett, which his wife Namario, Jen, got him. I'm jealous. Those are some awesome figures. He did a very awesome review of them. Please check them out. And by the way, guys, speaking of checking out KBG, I want you guys to do me a little favor here. We've got our 500 subscriber giveaway going on right now. If you guys want to get in this, there's a link in the video description below. All you have to do is go to that video, which happens to be Colbane's video, and comment hashtag Gunpla. And by the way, while you're there, subscribe to his channel. Hit that red button. Hit that bell for notifications. This video is actually going to take you to the link is actually going to take you to one of his DC Multiverse videos. And all you have to do is go to that specific video and do hashtag Gunpla. Leave a comment. And by the way, guys, while you're there, like I said, hit that red button, hit that bell for notifications, and check the man out. By the way, speaking of checking him out, here's his link tree right here, guys. All you gotta do is linktree/Colbane Games. You can look him up on Instagram, Twitter, everywhere, guys, and especially on YouTube. He's got amazing content, whether you're into action figures, food, unboxings, video game live streams, or even hobby live streams like building Gundams. He's got everything, guys. He's got everything for you. It's always a great time. It's always a hangout, and those are the best ones, guys. So please check them out. And now let's get back to the show. Gotta catch up on everyone now. Hey, John Joker. Hey, Fabulous. Colbane saying, my brother does he live in EPA or EP, Ricardo? I think it means El Paso, I guess, for EP. Love how you have that posed. Awesome, Dave. Yeah, I had to figure what kind of pose to do. I'm going to play around with some other poses, but I have to learn what poses really look good for some of the Hot Toy figures. I did some funny pictures that I posted on Instagram of him versus Green Ranger. I want to do some more, but I want to get like a backdrop for my desk right here. I am planning on getting materials together to try and make a diorama. I might buy a cardboard diorama for right now, and then build something for the table so I can have a decent setup for when I do my unboxings. Either that or just get some very thick white poster board for the back. Ricardo says that figure looks wicked. It does. Colbane is only 111 to go. That's 111 subscribers to go to hit 1,000. 1,000 subscribers. Now, this is not for him. This is for his wife, Jen. We all know her as Namario. She challenged him, of all things. She challenged him to get 1,000 subscribers by her birthday. So that's the deadline, guys. If we got to get Colbane to 1,000 subscribers. We only have 111 to go. So get your mama, your baby mama, your grandmama. Get everyone. Get your parole officer. Get cousin Larry from down the street. Anybody, make sure that they have a YouTube account. Get them online. Get them to subscribe to Colbane's. Get your teacher. Get that ex-girlfriend from 5 years ago who keeps calling you every other week. Get them all to subscribe. What more can we ask for, you guys? Come on. Help Colbane out. He is always there to help everyone else out. He's always there if you have questions, concerns. He is your best friend. He will make you laugh, especially if you're watching him game stream, whether it's Destiny or Elden Rings. You know, he's got a scream. He's got a rage yell like you wouldn't believe, guys. Okay? So please, keep it going. Ricardo, you have to go into the link in the description below. You got to go to the link in the video description, click on that link, and that will take you to Colbane's video, and that's where you'll do hashtag Gunpla. And by the way, in case you guys are wondering, we have not decided the fate yet. Okay? It's going to be at least 2 figures. 2 figures is going to be the giveaway prize, but we don't know what that giveaway is going to be specifically yet. In fact, let's go down right now, check the community tab. We have a vote going on the community tab right now. And as of right now, we have 8%, we have 12 votes in. And any of you who have not voted, please go to my community tab after this stream, of course, and decide your vote. Right now, we have 8% of the votes for Gundam Kit, 33 for G.I. Joe, Marvel Legends is 0, big shocker there, DC Multiverse is 0, and then we have 58% is asking for Black Series. So it looks like it could be Star Wars, guys. It could be Star Wars. So I'm not closing it out yet because we probably won't do the actual giveaway until the end of June, possibly. Maybe even early July. It depends how things are going. By the way, yours truly is working July 4th. So, I don't know. We have to figure out some kind of shenanigans for that. I'm going to try to subscribe tonight. Please do. And remember, when you subscribe, YouTube is real funny, guys. When you subscribe to someone's channel, you have to watch more than like 2 minutes. You know, watch a good 5 minutes of the video. Do a comment, not just a general comment like great video. You know, say like awesome video. I love this item, or you know, I love insert whatever description. Something genuine, not something generic. Okay, and then hit that like button. Hit that bell for notifications because YouTube will roll back subscribers. I had 5 subscribers the other day, and they rolled back them all. Fortunately, I got a couple of them back today. It happens. Okay? So definitely check it out, guys. Colbane saying I'm the best. I'm not the best. I'm just, listen, you're my friend. John Joker's my friend. We're all friends here. I'm going to do whatever I can to look out for you guys. There's, on Twitter, there is a Twitter account by the name of Orville Nation, as in the show The Orville, on Hulu, which stars Seth MacFarlane from Family Guy. It's an awesome show, but Orville Nation, PJ, he's got this initiative. Hashtag we all grow together. I love that. During his streams, he makes just about everyone a mod on his streams. And he says, you know, if you're in here, put in your links. Put in all the links you have. It's all about promoting each other, which is the essence of a lot of our channels. Helping each other out. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to help everyone grow together. I've been growing. Did I ever think I'd hit 500? No. Did I ever think right now we're sitting at 549 here. 549 citizens of the dimension. I never thought we would get here. So the fact that I'm here at that number, that means that I'm going to give back to everyone else. That's what it's about, guys. Go sub to him and get him to 1,000 friends and family. Indeed. We need 1,000 friends and family. We need 1,000 pilots in the Gundam hangar. The Gunpla hangar, sorry. Let me correct myself. Oh, and by the way, Aaron Colbane, I'm rewatching Iron-Blooded Orphans this past week. I just started rewatching it again. This is, I think, is going to be my 4th go-around on it. I don't know what it is. I'm just getting hooked on it. Ricardo says, new subscriber right now. That's awesome. No problem, KBG. We're here for you too, John Joker says. KBG. 890, guys. We're moving fast. Yes, we are. I just subscribed right now. I will watch some stuff tonight, definitely. He's got if you're into Gundam, speaking of Iron-Blooded Orphans, this is one of the Gundam kits. I love how articulated these are, as articulated as any action figure you will find. And they have some very sick weapons. And you can customize these, by the way. Colbane does what he calls kit bashing, where you can take parts of one Gundam and put them on another. There's a lot of different things you guys can do with these guys. And they are fully posable. I mean, if we wanted to, we could do like a little kneeling pose. There's a lot of crazy things that we can do with these guys. And you can always do some dry brushing, maybe weather them, make them look all rusted, swap out parts from other Gundams and put them on here. They are interchangeable. A lot of the kits are. And Aaron does a lot of stuff, and he's got, I think, Colbane, you have a few kits that you're planning to kit bash soon. I could be mistaken. Let's catch up. Colbane says thank you, and we have Jason. You're all going to watch The Boys Season 3? Oh, hell yes. I love The Boys Season 1, Season 2. And by the way, there's a cartoon kind of spin-off, It exists within the world of The Boys, which you guys can check out on Amazon Prime right now. It's kind of like these little standalone tales that exist within The Boys universe. You get Homelander in it, a whole bunch of others. This season, Season 3, I'm psyched for because, spoiler alert, if anyone has not watched The Boys, I'm going to spoil some things. That senator, or whatever the hell she was, her? With the powers? Oh, I can't wait to see what she's going to do, especially since Huey took a job with her. In the trailer, we hear that, what's her, I keep forgetting the older woman's name, but she says to Billy Butcher how the boys, everyone's been doing what they're supposed to do. Billy's not been drinking this past year. He's been taking orders from Huey. I mean, it already sounds like a bunch of craziness. And the fact that in the trailer, we actually see that Billy Butcher somehow gets his hands on some kind of serum that gives him some abilities, at least for the time being. So you know what that means. Him and Homelander are going to throw down, and I cannot friggin' wait. Plus, my boy Jensen Ackles, Dean Winchester from Supernatural, is Soldier Boy. I cannot wait for this. It's going to be an amazing season. Every season, they kind of crank it up a notch, and I can't wait to see what they do this time around, guys. John Joker says, heck yeah, Jason. We got The Nathan Bowden Show. The Nathan Bowden Show, which... honestly, Nathan is my brother from another mother. I mean, he's an awesome guy. He's always there for people. He got me hooked on Black Series. I won a few Black Series figures off one of his little trivia contests, and that got me into Black Series pretty deep and pretty fast. By the way, speaking of Nathan, guys, do me a favor. Can you do me a favor? I'm hoping you guys can. Nathan Bowden has a show every Tuesday called Country Fried Wrestling. With him, America's Most Wanted, and Tasman Taylor, Tuesdays at 7 p.m. I think it's going to be temporary right now because I think Nathan's work schedule might be shifting. But this is a staple. It might go on hiatus a little bit, but it's always going to come back. And guys, please check out Nathan's channel. YouTube.com/user/Mr. Chillwill44, or you can just type in The Nathan Bowden Show and you'll pull him up on YouTube. Please hit up his red button, hit his bell for notifications on his videos, his toy hunts, his unboxings, his thoughts, his questions, his concerns on everything and everything that is wrestling. Please check him out, guys. Nathan, I hope you're doing good. I hope you're having a good night, man. Ricardo says, no problem. If JJ and DD say you're good, I will follow and subscribe. See, Double J sounds perfectly fine. DD sounds like a little annoying girl from like Dexter's Laboratory. Or if you say Double D, that has a different insinuation. Compound V, and that lasts 24 hours is what Butcher takes. Yeah, I can't wait for it. I mean, come on, Billy Butcher with powers? I mean, last last year, one of my favorite scenes was when he's holding up one of the babies being given Compound V, and he's like using it like a laser weapon. To me, that cracked me the hell up. And let's face it, if we thought Homelander was batshit crazy last season, oh, it's gonna get only worse this time around. You know it. You're welcome with Black Series. Well, I honestly, Nathan, I have some Black Series figures that you see behind me. They're still in box. I'm going to be posting pictures, and I'm actually going to be selling them because I need to. One, some of the Hasbro craziness is getting to me, and honestly, these figures I haven't opened them up, and I think maybe part of me knew that, you know what, maybe we're gonna step back a little bit for a while until something really grabs my attention. And so what we're going to do is we're gonna sell those. Either I'll put them on Mercari or Facebook Marketplace or something, and I'm going to sell them. I'm thinking a price point of $25 for each figure, including shipping. I have Mandalorian. I have the Mando in his regular suit and his new suit. I have some other figures in here. I think I'm going to try and sell those so I can free up some money for maybe a Hot Toy or two. That's kind of like what I'm looking at. Plus, I mean, honestly, I think I might try and sell a bunch of Lucy's that I have with Power Rangers to make more room. That's kind of where I'm at. Um, Nathan says, cleaning the toy room. Ricardo says double D. Yeah, you know it. Giggity. What's up, player haters? Time to get it poppin'. Banana Booey, how you doing today? Banana says not a bad idea. Who's Duncan? Wow, that's a lot of figurines. Where, here? I don't think this is a lot. I mean, comparing to a lot of other people, but I am an out-of-box person. I mean, this is all Power Rangers right here. Get you away from my ring light. I got a Legacy Morpher, Legacy Dragon Flu. I don't have that new Plasma Lightning whatever collection stuff of the Morphers. That's a real that's a regular Morpher right there. I got this is pretty much my Tommy section, guys. My Tommy section. You gotta have a Jason David Frank section. Come on. Got my villains, and then I got a whole assortment of Lightning Collection figures. You probably can't see some of them. There you go. There's some, and there's some right there. Not that much. A lot of them have a lot of those just honestly lately Power Rangers has had me feeling lacking. I mean, the last Power Ranger figure I bought was Phantom Ranger, and he is not perfect. I mean, this is the pose I have him in. Similar pose, right? He's a pretty good figure. Is he perfect? No, there are some paint defects, and for what they're charging us for these figures now, they could do a lot better. Although, I did pick up some other Rangers recently. I got me the Ninja figures. So I have Adam, I have Billy, and I do have Tommy. Those are the only figures I've bought recently. Let's catch up. Duncan says, wow, that's a lot of figures. Figurines are figurine. I looked up Patriots and this popped up. Pretty cool. Patriots? Really? That's sacrilege. Talking about Patriots? Come on. It's all about the Bills here. Now, if you're a Patriots fan, more power to you. But it's all about this is Bills country. You can't mention Patriots here. I'm sorry. 2 words, legit. Too legit? Too legit to quit? I was never into Power Rangers. I watched it because I was in high school at the time, but I have 2 younger brothers who are 9 and 10 years younger than me, so they were at that perfect age. So, you know, Power Rangers was, I mean, the original Power Rangers were cool. I like the concept. I mean, come on, whenever you get regular everyday people who can be given powers and they can save the day, save the world, it's awesome. Some of the more recent seasons have been lacking, let's be perfectly honest. I mean, the last decent season of Power Rangers they had were, I mean, RPM wasn't bad. SPD was probably the last really great season they had. SPD Rangers, where it was like future. It was like Space Force, Space Patrol Delta. He said, WTF, Gur, apologies, freaking FedEx just sent me a message. My orders from Big Bad Toy Store are delayed for another day. I was really wanting to get my Fennec and my Tython. Yeah, Big Bad Toy Store, I mean, it's probably not Big Bad Toy Store. FedEx tends to FedEx a lot of things. They like to mess up a lot of stuff. Banana says, that's okay, I mean patriots, real Americans. No time for Antifa kind of people. Okay. When you said patriots, that's where my mind went. I'm in Western New York, which is not the city, but the actual state. I'm in Buffalo, Grand Island, Niagara Falls area. That's where I am. William H. Grimsley saying, yo, Dave. Will, I'm glad you finally got your package. I hope you really enjoy those items. That was actually a box that was sent by Mr. B. Mr. B sent that in to be given away. And those figures were actually not picked out by Mr. B, but by his granddaughter. And when I saw the box, I saw the figures, I was like, whoa. But I hope you enjoy them. They look pretty damn amazing. Jim Kelly was the best. Yeah, he was definitely one of the best quarterbacks ever for the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen is looking amazing though. Josh Allen, I think he has the charisma. I'm born and raised here in Buffalo. I say that Josh Allen has the potential to take over. And make people say, Jim who? And thanks to a friend of the channel, America's Most Wanted, he actually sent me a Josh Allen rookie card. And I'm hoping, if the stars align, that I will get this autographed in August. And if I get it autographed in August, you know what I'm doing after that? Get it graded. See what we can set that aside for. William H. Grimsley, I really did. Mr. B and his granddaughter are dope. Yes, they are. Let's catch up here. Eagles fan here. Jason, I got nothing but respect for you because I'll be honest. There was a time when I stepped away from the Bills. It was the whole year of the Rob Johnson, Doug Flutie controversy of who's going to be who. It was just a bunch of crap that year. And the entire front office of the Bills fired all the veteran players, which I think was a mistake at the time. Honestly, I fell back onto the Eagles. So that was back when Vic was quarterback. And I mean, Donovan McNabb. I mean, just the Eagles. The Eagles are one of my favorite teams. If I'm not rooting for the Bills, I'm rooting for the Eagles. That's how I am. Just like when it comes to hockey, either I'm rooting for Buffalo Sabres or I'm rooting for the Colorado Avalanche. That's just how I roll. Let's catch up. Shadow Stormtrooper is my favorite. Yeah, that is a sick trooper right there, man. Josh Allen is doing great for you guys. Yeah, I mean, we have a friggin' sign in the city that says, well, because we have a part of the city that's known as Allentown. It was always known as Allentown. They do an Allentown Art Festival. Guess what they have now? They have a sign that says, welcome to Josh Allentown. That's how much this city friggin' loves Josh. Josh can do no wrong. I mean, everyone loves him. He's all about the city. He's always doing all these charity events, no matter whether he's dog tired. The Bills will fly back from losing a big game. And at the airport, he will spend hours signing autographs, talking with people. That's how tremendous Josh Allen is. And I really think, he's got a chance to really, make a real difference. I mean, this year, things are looking really good. A lot of people are saying the Bills to go all the way. I'll be honest, I've seen the Bills play 4 Super Bowls in a row, lose all 4, and 2 to the same team. They lost to the Dallas Cowboys 2 years in a row. John Joker, I know you'll remember that. But I'm one of those people like, let's see what happens. Let's see how it all plays out. Let's just see what happens. And that's kind of where I'm at. William H. Ramsey. Yo, bro, Hamlet. Colbane saying, hey, Will. Hey, John Joker, glad you did. Everyone's having a great old time. Now, one thing that disappointed the hell out of me today was Hasbro. They did a 40% off sale. And a lot of this, I mean, come on, 40% off 132. I don't even think the Z helmet should be that expensive. It doesn't even light up. This diorama, this Navarro diorama, honestly, 52. And if you're spending 75 total on your order, you get 40% off. I think this is doable then. Some of the transforms aren't too bad, but there's nothing that's getting me excited. I'm not going to pay almost $60 for a Pudgy Pig. I'm waiting for him to hit clearance at Target, and maybe I'll think about getting him. But right now, I kind of have a hold on Hasbro stuff right now. They had a lot of different items that they put on sale, but guess what they did not put on sale? The Spangler one. Because I have a HasLab Proton Pack coming this year. I was hoping that they might have the Spangler on sale. But it's not part of that. And right now, they're so backed up, they're estimating shipping in April of 2023, next spring, same time when the new HasLab Proton Packs get shipped out. Honestly, I think you guys would have got there if they did Doug Flutie and put in Johnson in the so-called Music City Miracle. Yeah. I mean, the Bills, and always, Bills have always been the team that, okay, we're getting further. We think we have a shot. Something happens, either it's the coaching staff or something happens, and everything just falls the hell apart. Straight up. That's just usually how it happens. But we'll see. Let's take a look at some other things. This was shocking. The Kenner, when Hasbro did, about 2 years ago, did a reissue of the real Ghostbuster figures. Well, now, guess what? You can get them. You can pre-order most of these at Big Bad Toy Store. And the cool thing about that is this: we're always worried about the cards being bent through shipping, right? Big Bad Toy Store, you don't have to worry about that. I mean, usually they do a pretty damn good job. Usually they offer, a collector edition. Right now they just have the standard grade packaging. But when was the last time you had an issue with packing from Big Bad Toy Store? I can't remember the last time I had a packing issue from Big Bad Toy Store. I've had boxes that came in looking like just utter trash, but everything was perfectly inside. So I have faith. Colbane says, well, Jen's got to run. I'll catch you later. You take care, Colbane. Have a great day at work tomorrow. You see the massive HasLab Inquisitor lightsaber? Yeah, I think that's overpriced, though. Honestly, I think that Inquisitor lightsaber is overpriced. It's a HasLab. I mean, it looks like a cool concept, but take a closer look here. Let me see if I can enlarge this. There we go. If you look close enough here, guys, you can kind of see the spaces between the LEDs. Okay? So that does not instill a whole lot of faith in me. I've seen Ultra Sabers, and there's so many other lightsaber companies out there, and I've seen that their blades look perfectly flawless. But with this, even in this production picture, we can kind of see the space between the LEDs in the blade itself. That does not instill a lot of faith in me. Okay, now this is a HasLab. They still have it open for another 39 days. They're only at 927 backers. They have over a month to get up to 5,000. They're nowhere near it yet. They need to do some serious marketing if they're ever going to get this. I think this is going to be a lot like the Rancor. I mean, let's take a closer look at everything here, right? Now, this clearly looks plastic here. I mean, you can see the sections of the plastic. That does not instill a lot of faith in me right there. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. We can see the sections of the plastic. This looks overly plastic. I mean, this is $500 right here. This lightsaber is $500 friggin' dollars. I get that it separates. Okay, I get that. But This stand looks pretty chintzy right here. We get a clear piece of plastic right here, and this obviously is molded plastic too. Give us maybe something a little bit more heavier. I mean, we're spending $500 on this, and this is actually more than the HasLab Proton Pack that I actually went in on. I mean, even in this picture, you can kind of see the spaces of those LEDs right here. I mean, don't get me wrong, this looks kind of cool, but if this looked more, I don't know, more of a metallic finish, if it didn't look overly plastic, I might be a little bit more psyched. Jason says, take care, Colbane. John, for 500, it better cut somebody's hand. Exactly. I mean, for 500, oh, it lights up. It's double-sided. I get that $500 is roughly almost the cost of 2 lightsabers. If you go through Disneyland, or if you buy 2 legacy sabers. Hell, 1 legacy saber is what, like $250, $260 or so before tax? This is $500. This is $500. And one of the biggest gripes is this. How many of you really have $500 sitting somewhere right now? I mean, right now it's June. It's June 2nd. One, you just had proms. If you're a parent, you had a teenager, you had prom just now, right? You got graduations coming up. You got family vacations. That $500, you're more likely to use that for your family vacations, or maybe going to a con or something. That's where you're really going to be pumping your money into. Are you really going to be pumping your money into something like this right now? I don't think so. I definitely think they could do a hell of a lot better than this. I mean, here we get a close up of this. Okay, you see like this metal silver finish right here? How about giving that kind of a finish on the blade? The blade that goes around the handles here. Give us that kind of a finish. Give us something like that. I mean, it looks almost like a darker charcoal plastic with like just like gray finish. I mean, that does not give us the appearance of metal. Okay? And honestly, I saw the Obi-Wan saber. At first glance, it looked pretty cool, but then I zoomed in and I saw how cheap and plastic it looked. That kind of rubbed me the wrong way, guys. I mean, as a display piece, this looks pretty cool here. But I think they could do better. I think they can make it look better. If you're spending $500, they need to do a lot better with it. At least that's my thought. It folds and can be 2 sabers. Okay. But you know what? It's cool that it folds and it can make 2 sabers, but how durable are those sabers? You know, people are going to be playing around with these. That's why if and when I do get a lightsaber, I'm probably going to go through Ultra Sabers, or I think there's Dark Saber. There's like 100 different lightsaber companies out there. I'd rather have a hilt that feels durable, that feels like metal. It feels solid, okay? A lot of those NeoPixel blades that I see, even the up close pictures, you can't see the spaces between the LEDs. It looks consistent. How is it that those independent companies can do that, but Hasbro, you can't? That just throws me all kinds of ways. Obviously, this is going to be your attachment so you can hang it from your belt and take it off your belt. I get that. But for 500, it's going to be a big no. And John just brought up something. For $500, I'd rather get 1 or 2 Hot Toys. Yeah, you can get a very sick Hot Toy for under that price. I mean, a tremendous, like a big, massive, completely detailed one. Or you can get 2 Hot Toys. I mean, Hasbro, really, what the hell are you doing? Okay, here we got a little video right now. Okay, let's skip ahead. Looks more like a teaser trailer for. Now, obviously, for this video, they're going to make it look totally awesome and I mean, but we just looked at the pictures up close. Did it look like that? 100% no. Obviously, this is a CGI representation. Wall cut effect. Okay, that's cool that we. That's basically like your clash on clash effect that we've already seen Ultra Sabers and so many others do before. You know, when the two blades hit, they kind of there's a sensor. They can kind of sense that, so you get the different color effects, and then you get the sounds and the static visuals. So Ricardo says probably Jason. Ricardo says, yeah, JJ, that's right. Jason says, agree, Dave. $500, $500. It better help me fly like in the cartoons. Exactly. I mean, for something that you're probably going to keep on display, and maybe if you have an Inquisitor type cosplay, you might use this. But otherwise, you're probably going to have this sitting on display somewhere, not really using it. I mean, if it's just going to be the hilts or the blades sitting on a nightstand somewhere or sitting on a wall mount of some kind, $500? Do you just want to throw $500 away like that? At least with Hot Toys or with action figures, guys, we can do stuff. We can do different poses. My Green Ranger, I just did a different pose for him. You know, we can move things around. We can do different poses with Hot Toys or May FX. There's a lot of different things we can do with them. We can move them around. Well, with a lightsaber, it kind of takes up a lot of space. So you're limited with your space because that takes up so much space. Okay? At least with the figures, my cubes, I can move them around. In fact, I'm actually going to be moving some stuff very soon. But that's the thing. You can do different poses. You can do different photos and stuff. With this, you know, that's going to look really weird if you're just in jeans and a t-shirt. If you're doing a cosplay, you're going to a con, or maybe for Halloween, yeah, it's going to look great once or twice a year. Are you really going to get $500 worth of enjoyment out of it? That's the real question you have to ask yourself. What's more important? Can I get maybe 2 or 3 Hot Toys if I can budget it just right? Because you got to figure that's $500 before tax, before shippings. Okay? So, question is, how much use are you going to get out of it? How much enjoyment are you going to get out of it? Could you get maybe 2.5 collectibles from like Sideshow or some other company? Yeah. Me, I did spend about $450, I think it was $450 or almost $500 on the HasLab Proton Pack. But guess what? Those that know me, you see I got Proton Packs here. I'm a charity cosplayer who dresses up as a Ghostbuster. I'm a big Ghostbuster fan, as you can see. Some of this is a mess, excuse it. But I'm going to be wearing that Proton Pack out at the events that I'm a part of. Those that don't know, I'm part of the Buffalo Ghostbusters. In fact, I'm going to New York City this weekend, and I'm going to be wearing my Proton Pack. In fact, I'm charging it right now. In fact, my pack is done charging. Now I'm charging my spare power pack. There we go. So something like that, I'm going to get use out of. If you're a big Star Wars fan and you're a cosplayer, you're going to get use out of it, then yes, go for it. But you got to ask yourself, you got to have priorities, guys. Is this something you're going to have enjoyment? Are you going to be good saying, hey, that's $500 I have, 500 plus tax and shipping that I have hanging on a wall? Or would you rather get a couple different items? So that's what it comes down to. Like you said, I would rather spend that money on a Hot Toy. And John says, guys, gotta go. Sorry, I can't read. Gotta guys, gonna eat a late dinner. See you, Dave. See you guys in the chat. Ricardo, get a hold of me. Take care, guys. John Joker, take care. You take care of the family. You take care of the wife, the daughter, the son. Take care of the whole family. I probably won't be really popping up in chats this weekend because I'll be in New York City until probably Sunday night. So I might make an appearance on someone's chat by then. But guys, take care. If you're popping off, John, take care. Be safe. I'll catch you later, John. Catch you on the flip side. Ricardo says, Hell, I could go buy Myth collectibles and probably get 2 Hot Toys there. Is that a store near you, Ricardo? Myth collectibles, or is that a website? If it's a website, let a brother know. And hello, LXLY. I don't know if is that how you say your name. Apologize if I don't know. But we've been hanging out. We've been talking Ben Kenobi. Now, Ricardo, have you seen Obi-Wan Kenobi? What was your favorite part of the series so far? Me, I loved Vader. Vader's killing it. They're really driving it home with Vader. I love the little girl playing Leia. I think she's amazing. I think the way that they got her, the way they got the script going on. I love seeing Jimmy Smits back. I love how he's kind of she's a troublemaker. She gets into a lot of trouble, but he kind of encourages it. I love that. Yes, Jimmy Smits is getting old, and well, hell, we all are. I mean, I'm 43, going on 44 in October. I don't think I look it, but it is what it is. But Kenobi, I think right now, Kenobi stands as the best live action Star Wars TV show right now. Yes, I'm saying better than Mandalorian. Mandalorian was very cool in an Old West kind of vibe, but this is showing us what we've never seen, at least in live action. This is showing us what's happening when Obi-Wan vanished after Episode 3. 10 years later, he's broken. He's lost the will inside. He's just trying to stay alive. He will do anything and everything he possibly can to avoid using his Force abilities. And we kind of see that, well, his Force abilities are almost gone. I mean, he struggled to save Leia to prevent her from falling. Like, it took everything he had to stop her from falling. It's really scary and crazy. And I love at the end of Episode 2 when was the third sister says that Anakin Skywalker's alive. Well, it's funny because nobody really refers to him as Anakin. They just refer to him as Vader for the most part. So it's cool that when she says that, she knows that drives the tone inside Obi-Wan. And Kenobi just has this frightened look like, oh shit, his ass is grass. Yeah, that's pretty much, he's got nothing but fear because he knows Anakin or Vader can destroy him. Because obviously, Anakin has got, Obi-Wan has gotten weaker and weaker from not using the Force. It's like a muscle. If you don't use it, it goes to waste. And it's, honestly, that's, and he knows that obviously Anakin is Darth Vader. So Anakin's been focusing his powers even more so over these 10 years. So he knows he's going to be outmatched and outgunned. And if it wasn't for that one person shooting at Vader, he'd be dead. He would be gone. Let's catch up. Myth is one of my local collectible stores. I loved Vader Barbecue and Kenobi, and Vader held back. Yeah, Vader was holding back. The fact that we get Vader, he's just one-handing it, and Obi's trying to hold back with both hands. I mean, he's just a pure... Kenobi's just a pure weakling right now. It's really scary. This is showing us a fragile Obi-Wan. Very unlike Alec Guinness. Of course, by that time, Alec Guinness kind of re-embraced his Jedi way. And I think that is definitely going to happen in this series. I think Kenobi's going to get to a low point, and someone is going to reach out to him. I think Qui-Gon may somehow reach out to him and may bring that spark of the Jedi way back into Kenobi. I think something like that is going to kind of it's like releasing a floodgate. I think it's going to be something pretty cool like that. I love that Vader is torturing him, dragging him back and forth across the fire. A very small taste of what Anakin felt when he was caught on fire. We know that Vader's going to want to torture him. And I wouldn't be surprised if Vader has his hands on people that Obi-Wan might care for. There was discussions on Papa Gore, the Canadian Santa Claus, on his stream last night. There was talks about possibly, what if Vader has his hands on Kenobi's brother and has been hiding him all this time? Because we know Obi-Wan tells Leia that he has a brother. He doesn't know where he is or anything, but he was taken as a small child from the Jedi Order, at least Obi-Wan was. So we'll see what happens. I mean, would it be cool if Vader had him, or maybe if he was even training him in some way? John Joker had mentioned about, what if Starkiller was Obi's brother? Would be pretty cool. And that would be a way to twist things into Obi-Wan. I mean, we'll see what happens. Yeah, Dave's Dimension. Have you ever checked out Collector Zone for toys? Is Collector Zone a website? Pull it up. Hey, collectorzone.net. I found, looks more like card collecting, unless this is a, maybe it's a different one. I did a search for Collector Zone, and this is what I got. Probably something else. Collector Zone on Facebook. Collector Zone for deck. I'll have to do a search later. I love Leia as a child, and Jimmy Smith's was awesome. Definitely, Ricardo. Vader wants to torture him and kill him, or he would have snapped his neck. Definitely, Vader could just force choked him. But if you note, one thing that I kind of noticed was, I think when we get the last 2 episodes, it's going to be very intense. What was the line Vader said? "You made this," or "You made me." I think it was something like that. I think it was. But that's the thing. I mean, it's just imagine if he sees Leia. Well, the thing is, right now, Anakin doesn't know that there's twins. No, the only one who knew was they found out when Padme had the baby, was having a baby, that it was 2 babies. So Vader doesn't know. But also, I think that Vader knew, because obviously when Luke Skywalker comes of age and goes to the Death Star, and obviously the Empire would hear rumors of this rebel hero whose last name happens to be Skywalker. So obviously that is gonna, obviously hearing the name Skywalker, he's gonna put 2 and 2 together. This must be my son. Obviously there's that, but he doesn't know about Luke's sister until he's faced with Luke, and he's reading inside Luke's head. We've seen this happen. It's a Sith power. We've seen Kylo Ren look into people's heads with his Sith abilities. So obviously that is something that Vader had as well, that he could see inside Luke, that Luke was hiding the fact that he has a sister, because Luke didn't know that he had a sister until Return of the Jedi. Leia's my sister, and that's why Vader didn't know who Luke's sister was. I mean, even when he had her on the first Death Star, if he would have known that that was his daughter, he wouldn't have tortured her the way she was tortured. Things would have been completely different. So yeah. Well, they need to meet in episode 4. I mean, a lot of people brought up how they can retcon, they can change the canon, as it were. So there's a lot of things that can happen here. But I think the little girl, she looks like a young Leia. She's embodying all the different characteristics of Leia. I really love, there was the one scene, or the one scene where there was a mention of about something about the one woman that said, "Oh, she's gonna she's a great fighter," and Obi-Wan kind of agreed with it. So maybe he sees a little bit in the future, or maybe he could see that she could be a force for good, knowing that she is the daughter of Anakin Skywalker. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. I really like the way they're going. They kind of gave us a little sleight of hand when they did the trailer, because when they gave us the trailer for the series, we see Luke, pretending he's a fighter pilot. We think that, okay, we see that Obi-Wan's going to be off-world somewhere. We're thinking something's going to happen to Luke, or he's doing something to protect Luke, but he's not. He's saving Leia, and I like this whole concept. but it kind of makes, it kind of, there are a few scenes that kind of scratch your head. Star Wars New Hope, when she records the hologram, as if she's never met Ben Kenobi. She says, "You fought with my father in the Clone Wars." It's as if she's never met him before, as if she's only heard of him. That throws it off, and that kind of ruins some of the canon here. Well, does she not remember meeting a Ben Kenobi who saved her from being kidnapped when she was a little girl? He even fixed her little robot, her little companion bot. You would think a kid would remember someone like that, unless her mind was somehow wiped. Maybe Ben does that. Maybe Obi-Wan wipes some of her memories. Maybe that's a Force ability that he has, or that some other Jedi has, to wipe her memories so she's not oblivious, or that she is oblivious to things. We don't know. We'll see what happens. But that's one thing that kind of sticks in my head. Ricardo says, "I really enjoying the Kenobi series, and Boba was the one who told Vader the pilot who destroyed the Death Star was Skywalker." There you go. Actually, Boba Fett, I enjoyed this series. A lot of people complained that it was slow in some parts, but I kind of like the story. There's a lot of things about Boba Fett I did not like the Mighty Morphin Vespa Rangers. Those kids with their brand new, perfectly clean clothes and their shiny little motor scooters. It's Tatooine. Everything is dirty, aged, and worn. And these kids are like sparkling clean. They got fresh droid parts. It makes no damn sense. That just, I don't know. I'm hoping if they do a second season of Boba Fett that it brings more to it. I enjoyed Boba Fett nonetheless. I really did enjoy it. I mean, come on, we got Danny Trejo is Star Wars canon right now. I love it. I want a Danny Trejo action figure. Enough said. That's all I want. Come on, give us that. Mandalorian is awesome. I can't wait for the new season. I think it's going to be insane. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be deranged. Yes, in the comics. I saw EE has the Walmart exclusive retro Ghostbuster Kenner figures up for pre-order. So does Big Bad Toy Store. Here. Big Bad Toy Store also has the figures for pre-order. They do have some items. We got Fearsome Flush and we got Bug-Eyed Ghost in stock right now for $17.99. I don't know what Entertainment Earth is charging. Probably close to that price point, I would imagine. But Big Bad Toy Store also has them here too. And of course, I already have those figures. Although I am almost tempted to buy them so I can have them on card. I'm seriously thinking that. Because I know at least Big Bad Toy Store does pretty good with their packaging. Lola? I am in on the comment on that comment, Dave. Which comment? The Mighty Morphin Vespa Rangers? I mean, those kids. I get that. Okay, you want to give. It's almost like they want to kind of make Boba Fett like the Batman of Star Wars, because nobody can take down Boba Fett. He gets dropped down a Sarlacc pit, but he still survives and comes out. He still survives. You can't stop him. And now you want to give him some wards, some young people to take under his wing, so he can protect them, and maybe train them like he does to kind of carry on his way. Grogu is getting his own IG-11 Trooper Buster, like the Hulk Buster. I heard rumblings about that because I guess IG-11's body is still there. It's kind of like a statue. I heard something that they might make it into like an Iron Man suit for him. Like you said, Hulk Buster. That's going to be interesting because here's my gripe about that. Not that. Where's the other one? Here we go. Like I said, with the ship here, I talked about it a little earlier in the stream. The N1 fighter. Obviously, Mando can't be keeping this ship for one sure fact. Aside from the bounty hunting thing. Okay, one, with his weapons, where is he going to be hiding his weapons? Because obviously, yeah, the Darksaber he can condense, but what about his rifle? Are you telling me his rifle is going to fit in that damn cockpit? And it's not like he can stick in the rear tube where Grogu is going to be sitting. Is there going to be some like instant cargo little compartment underneath the ship where he can stow his rifle? What if he's in a rush and has to jump into the ship? Is he going to leave his rifle behind? I don't think so. So some of that just doesn't make sense. I definitely think we'll get another ship. Will this one get destroyed? Probably. We have to wait for them to do a HasLab of this ship, and then it's going to get destroyed. You guys know how Star Wars goes. And since there's a HasLab of that Inquisitor lightsaber, does that mean that's going to get thrown in the Kenobi show? I'm just asking. Yeah, he says he doesn't like the Vespa kids. And Jason says, in the trunk? LOL. I mean, what trunk? Like back here? He's just going to stow it somewhere? I mean, don't get me wrong. I love that they brought the N1 back. And I think it's very cool, especially with the little raised engine that he has. And it's got some pretty awesome, sick moves. It is Wizard. But that's the thing. I mean, okay, we get the mechanic. We get her little droid here. We get Mando. And we get Grogu. I mean, that's pretty cool. And I think for $60, that's not bad. You can get one of those Lego helmet heads for $60. So I don't think that's too bad. Now, you could get this through Kohl's with Kohl's Cash. Or go through Lego. And if you have some Lego points like yours truly does, you can knock off a few dollars. I also want to get this Nano Gauntlet. Speaking of which, we got Papa Gord, the Canadian Santa Claus. Hello there. Just saying hey, heading home. Hope you're having a great drive home. Be safe, Gord. Hope you're still feeling well. Hope work wasn't too crazy. I got that set coming tomorrow. Which one? Well, this doesn't come out till August 1st. The Nano Gauntlet. So you probably have the N1. I want to get the N1. We'll see what kind. We'll see how much money I have left after New York City. I'm going to New York tomorrow for the next couple days. Yeah, I do want to build this. I mean, this does look pretty cool, and I think I could probably set it up on one of my shelves. Set up a nice little display for it. I mean, it looks pretty cool. I like that we get these little Lego minis right here. I would almost be tempted to, with that little droid, see if find someone who can do some paint mods, and if we can make that a Fallen Order droid. And I'm surprised they haven't done a Fallen Order ship yet. At least not as far as I see. Everyone's saying hey. Ricardo's saying hey. What's up, Papa Gord? Papa G. So yeah, just wrapping. We're gonna be wrapping things up. I'm probably gonna watch the third episode of Obi-Wan tonight again. Because, I mean, that Vader scene, I cannot get enough of Vader. I really want a Vader series. I want a Vader series with him just starting out after he's given his new arms and legs and he's trying to acclimate to fully being his new Sith form, to not having Padme, dealing with that grief. Maybe he faces a few challenges that maybe he has changes of heart on, or he's conflicted. I want to see a conflicted Vader. I want to see a rage-filled Vader taking people out left and right. I want to see Vader, on that damn throne. That throne of his looks sick as hell, and I'm sure there's going to be plenty of 3D printers out there who are going to be making that throne. Jason says Vader can be an Andor. I want a Vader show, though. I mean, we have had TVs about bad people before. Let's face it, who doesn't love a good villain story? But what makes Vader even more enticing is, guys, we know that he isn't just a bad guy. He was good. He was a little boy. And it just so happens that Palpatine kind of nudged him in a certain way when he was developing and growing up. He befriended him. And then Palpatine used his feelings for Padme against him. Says, yeah, I can help you. I can show you how to save her. Gave us, he enticed him. He found the one thing that Anakin wanted. And the one thing Anakin basically adored more than anything is Padme. He wanted to do to protect her. The Jedi Order be damned. He wanted to do anything and everything he possibly could to save her. And Palpatine knew that. He used that against Anakin. For all we know, it was him seeping visions into Anakin of Padme dying. Padme maybe wasn't going to die entirely before, But because Palpatine threw those thoughts into Anakin, making him dream and have nightmares, made those feelings real for him, that of those chain of events caused it to actually happen, manifested that future to happen. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. I think Andor is going to be a good show. I don't think it's going to be as great as Kenobi. I don't think it's going to come near to Kenobi. I think it's going to scratch that itch that we all have for Star Wars content. I think it'll do what it's meant to do. That's what I think. Just like they're doing the Marvel Disney Plus shows, they're throwing us different shows to kind of give us that scratch, that itch. Just we can scratch that itch to keep us involved and going. I mean, some people were not psyched about WandaVision. I enjoyed it because it was a different kind of a show. Some people felt like Captain America, Winter Soldier was a little here and there, but I thought it was a really good show. Some people had criticism about Hawkeye. I enjoyed it. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. Ricardo says, what did Padme say to Kenobi when she died? Obi-Wan, they're still good in him. Exactly. They're still good in him, and Luke is the one that pulls it out. But what if someone else was close to pulling it out? Wouldn't that be something to see? What if there was someone even within the Empire, who maybe brought some of that good to the surface, and it just didn't fully die? It kind of kept it long enough. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. Of course, Vader is going to be also in Ahsoka. I am sure they brought Hayden back for multiple reasons. I definitely think so. But I would ultimately love it. I don't think it'll happen, but I would love a Vader series. I think a Vader series could be really interesting. If we, anyone who's ever played any of the Star Wars games, Force Unleashed, there were some alternate storylines where Vader was hoping to overthrow the Emperor. He was going to use Starkiller. He took pity on Starkiller. He could have killed him as a child, but he didn't. So, I mean, there was conflict even then. So, I mean, we'll see what happens, guys. Now, it's past 11 o'clock, so I'm going to call the stream right now, guys. We do this stream every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. So please stop on in. It's always an open stream. If you guys wants to hop in the future, I always put a link at the top of the chat. If you guys want to hop in, it's a hangout. We'll talk about the recent toys and pickups that are coming out. We might do some unboxings. I still have these guys to open up. I still have Fantastic Four. I have Power Ranger Ninja figures to open up. I have a lot of different stuff coming through the pipeline. Right now, I still need to finish packing for my trip to New York City tomorrow. Me and two other of my teammates from the Buffalo Ghostbusters are going to New York City. We have this big, amazing fundraiser that we held. We did a GoFundMe for Hook and Ladder number 8. It's going to be an amazing time. If you're in New York City this Saturday at 12 noon, come on down to Tribeca at Hook and Ladder number 8. It's going to be an awesome event. We have some celebrities. We have some actors who appeared in Ghostbusters 1. Going to be doing autographs. We have some live music. We're going to have a bunch of different Ghostbuster franchises showing up. It's going to be an awesome, fun time. If you guys are around, check us out. And please, if you're not already, go to Facebook and look up the Buffalo Ghostbusters, or you can look us up on Twitter and also on Instagram for more information about these details. We're still collecting for the GoFundMe and for Hook and Ladder number 8. There's some t-shirts that are being sold through Hook and Ladder number 8 themselves. It cannot be purchased online, but there are autographs that you can actually look up and purchase online. It's just going to be an amazing, awesome time, guys. I want to thank everyone who popped through. Papa Gord, Ricardo, of course, Rolando Flores, John Joker, Sleeping Collectibles, Blue Sasquatch, Greedo and Speedo. I mean, the list goes on and on. Jason, thank you for popping in. You've popped in a few times before. Maybe one of these times we'll get you on camera. Or, hey, if you don't want to be on camera, we can do it without camera. We can still hear you on if you have a microphone. It's always an awesome time, guys. Hope you enjoy the channel. And please, if you got a few moments, check out some of the other videos here. Dave's Dimension is about toy collecting, having a bit of fun, talking a little bit of nostalgia. We also do some tech videos and upgrades. We're going to be doing some upgrading to the channel itself, maybe changing some of the format a little bit. We'll see what happens. I'm actually right now in the process of developing a new logo through an artist on Fiverr. And there's going to be a video about Fiverr itself. It's kind of like an outsourcing website for anyone who's into Twitch streaming, live streaming, doing game streams, overlays, the whole list. Check it out. And please, if you guys aren't already subscribed, please hit that red bell, hit that notifications for everything and anything that's coming out our way. And guys, as always, I just want to thank you for hopping in, for hanging out. And you guys, if you know me, you know I like to say two things. Keep on busting, and I will always catch you on the flip side. Take care, guys.
I've got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round, welcome to the freak show, the best in town.